Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I have got Linda Pringle Evans joining me from Pringle Business Consulting, and we have been talking about something that is critical to business owners. There are business owners that are retiring in poverty, and she's here to tell us more about that, plus an event she has coming up that is going to honor a group of women that Ohio, get ready. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Jackie, and thank you so much for having me today. I truly
I
appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. Can you talk to us? Because Linda Pringle Evans is a part of something called the Womenomics movement. And she has created this because she has a concern, not just for women, but for business owners, but specifically for women. She's been an advocate for women for so long, ever since I've known her. She has been this advocate for women. But what came up to me that struck me the last time we talked was she was saying the six-figure number that business owners need to make in order to keep from being in poverty. What is this about, Linda?
Jackie, it was reported by WeBank and the American Express that 88%, say 90% of women entrepreneurs do not generate six figures. Now, that's saying they don't generate 100,000 or more in business. And being a seasoned woman myself, um, I know the importance of ensuring that you have financial security, especially as you're aging, because you want to be able to, for your money to outlive you in retirement. So that is why this is such a passion for me, is to help women entrepreneurs to generate $250,000 annually within their businesses. That's our mission, is to get women, and we aren't working with women who are in the startup phase within the movement. We are working with women who have been in business for a while and they still haven't been able to generate that six figures or more. And I'm just excited that we have finally launched the Womenomics movement, and we are addressing the problems that women entrepreneurs face on a daily basis. Because, Jackie, you and I both are business owners, and there are times when your business have you so busy that you're not focusing on how much money should I really be saving? How much money do I need for retirement? Um, these are very important questions that I feel women must answer for themselves, because currently this is what financial advisors have been saying. You need $1.2 million within your portfolio to retire comfortably, to maintain the lifestyle that you currently have. So
And
when
that's like the minimum, right?
exactly, because one of the things that we don't think about, and we should, especially when you're approaching retirement, is you have no control over inflation, because this talking about the economy, just what we have experienced. You don't have control over inflation. You don't have control over recession. We don't have control over catastrophic events that occur, like the weather or whatever. All of those play into the economy of what we are being charged when you go to the grocery store for any of our necessities. So that's why womenomics is so important. We want we want to be proactive in this case, being proactive to eradicate poverty in the future for women entrepreneurs. That's what we are all about.
But you know what? Didn't the study say, I mean, this is a problem not just for the women, it is also a problem for the men. Is that correct?
I haven't seen that Regarding men, I have not. Now, that's me. I haven't seen anything reflecting that poverty level for men as it is for women. No.
No, I know it's more for the women, but I think that there is a percentage of business owners that are men who will be just because of the number itself, because of the economy itself. You're going to find yourself in that same situation if you are not making, a certain amount of money to stay keep from being in poverty.
I wish I had the numbers with me right now, but I don't. But there is a study that did reveal for how many male entrepreneurs what they are generating, okay, annually. And then when you look at women, it is drastically different. Men, I feel, okay, again, this is me.
And
Men
we
have
love
been
you.
doing men has been doing business forever.
Yeah.
Okay. They understand how to do business and they are more successful. I'm just going to say it. Men are more successful in business than women currently. And there are some women in business that are better at it than some men. But when you look at the average, men are doing better because it's easier for a man to get access to capital versus for women. I mean, there's so many factors that you have to take into consideration when you start looking at why men are doing much better in business than women. But we are shifting, we're changing that paradigm about women's success in business.
Linda, are we as women asking the right questions? Because sometimes I wonder, are we asking the right questions when it comes to access to capital?
No, I can answer that immediately. No, because in most cases, we're not asking, if we do ask, most cases we're not asking enough. And I've heard that from lenders. I have. Women aren't asking enough. And then sometimes it's more difficult for women to get the capital they need for running their businesses. And let's be honest, there are times when you don't know what to ask for. And that's when you need to have mentors, um, coaches, someone to help guide you and get the ones that you need to help you to get to where you need to be. Look at the people who are successful in business and don't be afraid to reach out and ask if they will consider mentoring you or meeting with you so that you can ask some specific questions to help give you more light, enlightenment to what it is that you need to go for that access to capital or just whatever may be your greatest challenge in your business.
Can you talk a little bit about the Womenomics movement and the services that you provide, the professionals, the expertise, the courses? I mean, you've been doing this for a while, but now you've called it the Womenomics movement. You have,
Mhm.
you interview people live, you have a show. Tell us about, what that's about.
Well, to answer it and try to keep it, short, I could go on and on about
I
it.
know you're
But
so amazing.
but the Womenomics movement was created solely for women entrepreneurs who aren't generating six figures. And our mission is getting women entrepreneurs to 250,000 annually on a consistent basis where she's making that 250 annually, but she's going up, she's elevating, going toward that 500,000, from that 500 to a million. But we have to start somewhere. And we're not starting with, we're going to get you to a million. No, this movement is about getting women to 250,000 annually. Then we can concentrate on, okay, we got her there. Now let's help move her to the next level. We have three phases. But this came out of passion and And also an assignment. I should say assignment versus passion, okay? Because all of my life, since I can recall as a girl, I have been an advocate for women. And that's the truth. All of my life. I saw the differences between how men were treated and how women were treated. And I couldn't understand why. And I would ask the question, and it got me in trouble a lot as a girl. It did, because I was wondering, why do you have to ask a man for permission? You're grown. So why are you asking him, can you do this? This doesn't make any sense. Well, of course, as a little girl, I was told to stay in a child's place and that not to be asking those type of questions. And then when I saw women could not go out and make purchases like a house, a car, or whatever without a man co-signing. I'm due, and it was a man, not another woman, a man co-signing for it. Again, it didn't matter if you didn't have, if you had the money, you still needed a man to co-sign. So Jackie, this has been
Now
in
you're bringing it home. I mean, now you're bringing it home, Linda, because it's that foundation that, especially this generation, or even the one before this one, really doesn't understand where this comes in. And you're just, please keep it coming. What else you got?
no, but it's the truth. And it led me into, okay, I decided, all right, I'm going to be a social worker. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to fight for the rights of women and let women know how valuable they are and know their worth and not stand around and wait on somebody to give them what they need when they already have it for themselves. Girl, I would be so angry at women, and I would ask them, why are you waiting for a man to do it for you? Why can't you do it yourself? Again, I didn't understand that
Right.
it wasn't because she didn't want to do it herself, but the system was set up where she could not do it herself. But times have changed over time, over decades. Time has changed. And now women are in a much better position to control her financial future, to have the kind of money that she wants. And with entrepreneurs, we see they have it. They have it, and they must have the help to get them to where they need to be. And that's what the Womenomics movement is. It's getting her from A to Z to that 250,000 annually. Now, are we for everybody, Jackie? Absolutely not. If you aren't serious, okay, you got to have the grit. You must have the determination, because if that's what you really want, you're going to do the work. And that's what the movement is for the women who want to do the work, who's going to show up and ready, not for someone who is passive and say, oh, okay, I'll be a part and just get the trainings from the School of Womenomics, but you don't apply it, you don't execute it. And that's where a lot of times we fall short, because we may procrastinate. Things happen. And we as women, we have a tendency of putting ourselves last. We want to take care of everything and everybody else first. And then when it comes time to take care of us, well, something else has happened. So what you were planning on taking care of is now further behind you. So within the movement, we're keeping you focused on you and the success of your business. Um, the
That
school.
alone, that whole point alone, people should just be, calling you. Your phone should just be ringing off the hook, because that is so true on so many levels, and we all know it.
Yeah.
So, that alone, just to have somebody to keep you on track, to keep you accountable, it's so important. And I know you can hear, where Linda is coming from, the type of person you would have behind you. She's looking for you to succeed.
Mhm,
That is where she is and has
mhm,
always been since I've met her. And she
mhm.
has always, I mean, you're talking about an advocate for women, Linda Pringle Evans, which I love. We love, my daughter even loves saying your name, Linda Pringle Evans. Linda, she's calling Linda, you know, but even that is brandable, She can help you on so many levels. And when we talk about what you've done for women and what you're doing for women, one of the things that you do is also celebrate women. And I know you have this awards dinner coming up that, I wish I lived in Ohio, but I don't. And, but one of these days I'm going to make it there and I'm going to be there in person and we're going to have a big party. But
Yes,
for now,
yes, yes, yes.
Central Ohio, you've got Linda Pringle Evans at your, access to Linda Pringle Evans. And I tell you, take advantage of meeting her in person. Tell us about this Womenomics Awards dinner and reception, please.
Oh, Jackie, I knew we would do something in October because everyone is aware now that October is Women in Business Month. And we wanted to celebrate women in business. And you know me, I am a woman of faith. And I just started asking God, okay, I know I'm supposed to do something in October. Know this. What is it that you want me to do? And I saw it. The inaugural Womenomics Award dinner and reception. And I thought, OMG. All right, all right, we're doing this. And we're going to celebrate women's organizations that have made an impact in the lives of women and their businesses. So I am so excited that we are honoring 5 local women's organizations here in Central Ohio for the work they've performed. And they met our criteria and the requirements for this award. And I am so thrilled and honored to present to Nabo Columbus, Weld, Ohio, and that's Women's Economic Leadership Development here in Ohio, WBC, Women's Business, the Women's Business chapter of Central Ohio. Yes, Women Business chapter here in Central Ohio. I'm trying to think of the other two, Women CEO
Mhm.
and WeBank ORV of the Ohio River Valley. Okay. Those 5 organizations are being honored with our first Womenomics Award for serving women entrepreneurs and making a difference in their lives. And each year from going forward in October, we'll be honoring various different women or even men, to be honest, because there are men who are making a difference in helping women entrepreneurs to be extremely successful. So, and we need men to become a part of the Womenomics movement because it takes all of us working together to change that number of 88% isn't generating 6 figures to, I want to see it down to like 35% or much less. If you have that drive, and that's what this event is about, is honoring women entrepreneurs for having the courage, being emboldened to step out and start a business and take on those challenges, those obstacles, and believing in yourself. We want to celebrate you as well. Okay. So that's what this event is about. And in addition to honoring the 5 organizations, we are so, you know, I don't want to say honored and thrilled again, but we are truly blessed to have House Leader Allison Russo as our keynote speaker.
Nice.
This lady is going to make such a difference at this event. Seriously, I have seen her in a debate and how she can stand her ground. And she was the only woman in the debate, but she did not feel intimidated by the men. She was able to stand her ground, speak from her heart, but meant business at the same time. And I know she's going to stir up emotions within these women during the event that when they leave, they're going to be ready for the 2024 year. Getting her ready during that fourth quarter to start bigger and believing bigger for 2024. That's where we're at. And that's what this event is about. We are happy that we have Sierra Johnson from NBC4 as our MC. So, and we want the women to come camera ready. Look your
That's
best.
right. Come camera ready. You better
Come
come
camera
camera
ready.
ready. If there's a news anchor in there, you better come camera ready because often the cameras follow the anchors and reporters whenever they do have events like this. So come camera ready. Be ready. If you see the cameraman, introduce yourself, say who you are, talk about the event. You may
Yes.
end up in a news story, and that's just the truth. So don't be afraid, don't be shy, don't wait for somebody to come up to you. Take advantage of that opportunity. And
Yes.
I tell you, Linda, just having the media come to your event and it shows you the respect that Linda already has in that community,
Thank you.
and
Thank
and
you.
the fact that um, the credibility that you have. Womenomics is something born out of Linda, but what she has been doing, she has a track record of success with women. The other thing you had mentioned about the men um, coming to the event, if you're
Mhm.
looking to do business with women, a lot of times an event like this is the one place you can do it because you do stand out. You are different
Mhm.
as opposed to a different setting where you have men and women and everybody's, going back and forth. A lot of times they're clicky. But something like this, actually, a man will stand out. And so a lot of
Yes.
times you can create conversations you can in a normal atmosphere and vice versa for women. Women can also do that in an atmosphere where maybe you are the only woman, but you do create a different atmosphere. So look for those opportunities. Sometimes you are the only woman, but embrace it.
Yes.
Women, women create a different culture wherever they go. And it's really up to the woman as to what type of culture that's going to be,
Yes.
strength or shyness or whatever. But
Mhm.
when you walk into a room, expect to be respected. And when you do that, come in like was it- I learned this from someone a long time ago. He was talking about how do you go into an interview? You go in like you already have the job. And
Mhm.
that was something that stuck in my head forever. I'd never walk into another room any other way. I walk into a room like, oh, this is just usual for me, especially when I'm nervous, right? Or I don't know the people. I walk in like I've been there. Oh, I
Mhm.
know these people. Or I just walk up to people, hey, start a conversation. You know, just step up. And that's something that you're going to learn from Linda Pringle Evans. She has so many proven ways. Mine are experience, I can tell you what I've done, but Linda has been walking this walk for women for a while. And I just want you, if you're in the Central Ohio area, uh, don't miss this event because Linda is going to set it up beautifully for you. And you're going to walk out of there with opportunities.
Oh, yes, because Jackie, for every woman who attends, she is receiving 6 complimentary months to the Womenomics movement, and where she'll have access to the School of Womenomics. And you had asked earlier about the experts that we have, and they are the faculty instructors within the School of Womenomics. So every Monday at noon, one of our faculty instructors is training women. And every quarter, we have a specific business related topic that is going to help move the needle in her business. So the faculty instructors who are experts based on that particular topic, they are the ones bringing the trainings every Monday at noon. So when we say we are serious about women being successful, having financial freedom, and really being able to retire with more than enough money, having that security. That's what we mean. And I just want to say one thing. The, the word womenomics was coined by Kathy Matsu back in 1999. I looked this up after I had seen the vision of calling the school the School of Womenomics. So I went online, checked out Womenomics, and that's when I saw she addressed this same situation with the leaders in Japan regarding the women in the workforce. And she was saying to these men, if we don't do something now, we're going to find ourselves with a country of women living in poverty. So we have to change the trajectory. And that's what I see with women entrepreneurs. And that's why we're providing this movement to help her so that we don't have that problem in the future. That's it, Jackie.
I hear you. And that's a good, as I say, that's a good word, Linda. That's a good word. I know we can always count on you, Linda. You're going to bring us more, as you grow. And I'm looking for pictures, even though I'm not there. I'm going to be looking for pictures from this dinner and reception so we can share with people, that couldn't be there or just are curious. Because you don't have to be in Ohio to be a part of Womenomics.
Oh, no.
But just for this dinner and reception. So let me make that clear. Womenomics is something you can do virtually and be a part of. So that's completely separate from this awards dinner. The dinner is in Ohio.
And Jackie, we have a free community. So women can come in and experience us before purchasing one of the paid membership levels. So if anyone is interested, consider joining the free community at www.womenomics with an S, Womenomics Live, LIVE.com, and check us out. The school is opening in January of 2024.
There you go. You heard it here. Womenomics Live. Let's get enrolled. Okay, then. Thank you so much, Linda. You have a great. Like I said, I look forward to seeing how it all turns out.
Oh, you know what, Jackie? It's going to turn out beautifully. I know this. I feel it. I trust my instincts, and we are going to have an event to bless the women who come. They won't leave the same way they came. Trust me. Thank you.
Children and families struggling with anxiety and stress are turning to the Healing Arts Institute. It offers no-cost mental health services to the diverse community it serves. One way they are able to do it is through the Unmasked Gala, raising money to cover the cost of therapy. Get your tickets today or be a sponsor at healingartsSFL.org/gala.